I had ready the basin for you, the little copper basin with
the basin.
Yes, with the whisk.
You wanted me to do it by hand?
Yes.
You must be joking.
You do everything by hand.
Yeah, well,
so I'm a bit disappointed on that one.
Not the white of eggs.
You let me down. And furthermore, I did get ready some baking sheet with greaseproof paper. I cut that little shape.
Oh yes, you need that. You couldn't do it without it.
It's guidance. I've got to explain to the viewer.
Yeah.
See what you do. You just, with the pen, go all around, follow your little card, and you can do any shape you like to. And then you part your meringue. I pinch you a little bit of the meringue.
How did you?
Yeah, I did. You didn't even sew it. Yeah, and here we are. You just follow what you've been doing, what you've been tracing on the paper, and that's going to be used for the tiers. I'm just doing one or two. I'm going to let you carry on with this, Albert. But
you're just doing me a model.
No, yes, no, well, let's do some lovely little S. I love that. That can be added anytime. That was little meringue. I like it. By the way, when you say sugar, it's not casted sugar. It's castor sugar.
Oh, your English is improving, Michel.
Take the push.
Thank you.
As we say, piping, but piping it well.
Yes, and where are you going?
On my way to the meringue Italienne. Thank you.
With the hot sugar?
Oh, yes, the one with the cooked sugar. Meringue Italienne. This is an even harder meringue than the French meringue. So it is particularly good for dishes where meringue is the base. For example, ice sorbet, strawberries soufflé, as if you're making nice soufflé glacé. You need the meringue, or délice au cassis, lovely little mousse, or crème chibouste for the Saint-Honoré, or the délice cassis with black currant mousse. That is something which is calling for meringue Italienne. Now, the ingredient you need is the sugar, of course. That's the basic ingredient. You need a little glucose, liquid glucose again. You need some water, which you've got there, and the white of eggs, which are going to be beaten. You've got to have a little pan, and I've just poured into it a few minutes ago. As it does take a bit of time to boil it, I pour my sugar, my liquid glucose, and my water. I brought it to the boiling stage very slowly, as it's got to dilute it very gently, and then I skim the top, as there is always a bit of a little foam. So I've used a little slotted spoon to do that. As well as cleaning around the edges. I've cleaned around the edges with a brush which I've been dipping into the water, as you can see. That's the way to do it. That is to avoid crystallization around the pan. So that's for the sugar. Now, I'm trying to get the 110, which I will get in a few minutes now, 110 degrees centigrade on the thermometer. Now, the thermometer which I'm using is a special thermometer for sugar or cooking, which goes as high as 200 degrees centigrade. You can get it from any kitchen equipment shop. I'm now at 110 degrees centigrade, so I'm going to switch on the white of eggs until they are soft peak. And my sugar should reach the temperature of 121 degrees centigrade, which is the time where I should pour the sugar very slowly into the white. I'm still clean it a little around the pan to make sure that no crystallization is happening around. I'm now at 115 degrees centigrade, so just add a few degrees. The white of egg are doing well. You must have both at hand. Your sugar and your white of eggs must be ready together. So as I said, you start beating your white of eggs when you are at around 110 degrees centigrade. Now the white of eggs are ready, and the sugar needs another 2 degrees centigrade. Now, some people, like brother and I, do check their sugar with their fingers, dipping their fingers into the water and just take a little lump of the sugar and check how it is cooked. You can see it. But I suggest that you don't do that, as if you're not used to the sugar, you might burn yourself. So use your thermometers And I'm now at 121. Just on the thermometer, you can see the bubbling of the sugar. I'm reducing the speed for the white of eggs, and I'm starting pouring it very gently and slowly along the bowl, but a little away from the whisk. Slowly and gently at a time. Doesn't take all that long, just a minute. You can see the white of eggs rising. That's the effect of the sugar, the boiling sugar, or I should say the cooked sugar at 121 degrees centigrade, making that effect onto the white. Now I'm accelerating the speed a little, and I'm just going to stop for a second to show you the texture. This is the texture of a meringue Italienne. You can see it's soft, it's very hot, and it should be stirred for another 5 minutes until it gets almost cold. So I'm leave it on for a bit longer, and that's for the meringue Italienne. It can be kept into a little container, a Tupperware container, and kept into the refrigerator.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Here you are. What I've done.
Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice indeed. So I think we better leave the meringue.
Yes.
Huh?
And it's centigrade.
Centigrade.
Baume.
And baume.
Baume.
Okay. And shall we fill some of those little...
What a good idea.
You've done some lovely vacherin, and yes. Well, you've improved on the way you're using.
I'm very pleased with my piping.
Well, that's what you say. You've
Very
improved. You improve with age. Now, yes, you do.
Yes.
Shall we finish one
Yes,
of those
why
lovely
not?
little
Well, I'll tell you what.
meringue
I'd like to put the
We'll do that
anglaise
together?
first. Yeah.
Yes. So the crème anglaise. What do you call a crème anglaise?
A custard cream.
That's it. I knew it. I knew it.
It sounds better in French. Huh?
It is.
Yes.
It is crème anglaise. So that's the little leaf on the top.
That's right. You've broken that.
Well, I always break things which you do.
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't like it very much.
Uh-huh.
So here we've got the sorbet. That's the strawberry sorbet. And here we've got the lovely, that's my favorite one. That's
the passion fruit.
mixed with orange. So I scoop it with spoon which are soak, or let's say deep into the hot water. Gently. Nice little eggs shape, you can see. That's it.
Funny eggs, but...
Right. Rinse them. Go to the strawberries. Yeah. Again. The meringue, I mean, let's have a look at the varieties of meringue. You've done the meringue
What,
Suisse.
the French one?
But the meringue Suisse we
the
haven't
Swiss.
done.
No, we haven't done that.
Well, it's pretty similar to the French meringue, isn't it? Soak
Well, it's a
the
mixture
spoon again.
between the Italian and the French.
And
As you know, you put your sugar
it's easy
into it.
It's easy to spoon it like that. And that's the dark black currant. Yes, I like the Swiss meringue, but I think the French is more delicate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more delicate. You want to use the leaf, the mint leaf, but maybe in the middle.
Well, you doing it or am I doing it?
You're doing
Okay.
it so well. No, but it's endless with meringue what can be done. I mean, vacherin. What is that lovely cake, the big cake, Pavarola?
Yeah, yeah.
I like that as well.
Pavlova.
Yeah. Well, there you are.
Very well.
Well, you've done a good job.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought you would put a little...
no, you... Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like everything, yes.
But don't you think that when you do work with me, or when I work with you, things are better and life is easier?
Ah, well, keep on thinking that. I'm not going to
I
tell
like
you
it
what
that
I
way.
think.
Now, with a sorbet like that, you can only enjoy it, and we wish you...
It's a nice way to
Yes,
present a sorbet.
Yes. beautiful and fresh.
Yep. And all that can be done, well, not the dressing of the, but the beauty of that can be done the day before or a couple of days before, because the meringue, you can keep it in a box,
and the sorbet
in a
can go in the
Tupperware
deep freeze.
for a week.
Yes. Sorbet in the deep
The
freeze.
sorbet in the
Out
in the
of the
deep
deep freeze
freeze.
into the refrigerator for a
Yes.
few hours.